this is going back. This has got to be about 35 years. Don't calculate. But what was that girl who was a very prominent racer? A lady in those days. Huh? Gabrielle Koenig. That's right, Gabrielle. Yeah. And I remember when I used to come to races, and I mean, I was a real teenager. I mean, all the girls used to feel good, you know, that there we were representing.
But you got a serious part. Take the photo.
Good. I congratulate you. That's fantastic. Was your family in motor racing?
Yeah, this is
my dad. Dad, thank you. I'm going to give you a hug. Thank you, Dad, because you would have encouraged her. Excellent. Fantastic. Well, good luck. Good luck.
This is our director.
Yes, sorry.
Chris.
Yes. So what's your first name? Sharima. Okay, Sharima.
You see, and our blood group is O positive, right? Not to be one and know that.
That's a good thing to do, huh? Wow. So how's it been, Sharima? And you get a lot of support from the guys. Good. Yeah, we got good guys in this thing. Yes, absolutely. But good luck.
This was Group 1 action. The flag drops, there they go. A very, very quick jump by that CRX, that pink CRX, but Shamir Mohammed easily into the first one. A bit of a shake-up between Azad Hassan and a couple of the Group 1 guys, but they managed to come through trouble-free. Shamir Mohammed immediately taking a liking to that pole position, and he basically dominated from there. There was not much stopping him, not much competition. Of course, there were a few scrapes and bumps and close encounters, as you can see here in this particular shot. A bit of a closed door session, but nonetheless it coming through trouble-free for this Group 1 event. Again, a big bunch for Group 1. This is what fans like to see. This is what fans come to see. Lots of cars on track. Another lock up there. A lot of tires. Shamir Mohammed still leading and leading comfortably. Azad Hassan is down in second. A bit of a spin around there by the number 32 car. I think he managed to correct that. I'm not sure what went on. He loses the front bumper as well, but all that happens in Group 1 racing. I'm sure the marshals are going to get out there as soon as the traffic is clear. Oh, Sharima Khan spinning. She corrects it. Yes, she does. Yep, and it's all back to racing. That's a part of it. Yes, the marshals are picking up that bumper and throwing it into the corner. Again, we see Mohammed leading Azad Hassan there. Sharima Khan coming into the pit. I presume she would have sustained some damage from that spin. Yep, it looks that way. She lost the bumper. Shamir Mohammed leads Azad Hassan still in second. This was a comfortable Group 1 race for Shamir Mohammed. He took the checkered flag.
We call it the last minute Saturday night special. We built this engine last night at 12 o'clock, all parts. And you know, God was on our side today, so we took the first.
All right. So tell me, what are some of your ingredients for success? Like, how do you prepare? How do you train? How do you like get ready for a race?
It's a mental thing, and if you stay stressed and stressed out, you do well at race day.
If you stay stressed.
If you stay stressed before races, you do very well at race day.
Interesting.
But if it goes smooth before, you have problems here. So you had high revs the week before races, so you continue with the revs on race day. So stay under pressure. My advice to drivers, young drivers.
So are you prepared for your remaining races?
Oh, of course. We look for a force again.
Group 2 was a firecracker, the first race of the day. Chet Singh getting the early jump there on Shan Sijatan to come around the corner. Shairaz Roshan then down in third. This was a pretty intense Honda race to see basically who had the best Honda Civic on the day. Ooh, a bit of a spin out there by Andre Dandra. Not a bit, a huge spin out rather. He manages to do a couple of donuts and corrects it as Chet Singh still leads. Shanti Jatan second and Shairaz Roshandin down in third. Now as I go along the straight here, you can see the back straight that would have been Ryan Rahaman and Andre Dan Raja. Front straight, Shanti Jatan pressuring Chet Singh there, but to of no avail. Still trying there, and in the background the yellow, white and green Civic of Shairaz Roshandin. Down the straight it comes. As you can see, it was basically a Honda Civic race day in the Group 2 with Chet Singh leading, Shansi Jatan second and Shairaz Roshandin now in third. Now for the while Chet leads and he was pulling out a bit of a gap there, I can safely say that. And it was beginning to bunch out in this particular aspect. Shairaz Roshan, they're going over the gravel, losing a bit of, and he's got some fire down in turn 3. Yes, there's a lot. Oh, that's a big flame. Where are the marshals to get rid of that? I see a marshal on his radio. He's going over there, not moving as fast as he should. Shairaz is out of the vehicle. He is disembarked that vehicle as the firefighters now try to extinguish that flame. That was a huge flame. There's some fire on the track as well, which leads me to believe there's some oil there. As the fire marshals continue to battle that, Roshandin is out of the car. He is walking about in that red racing suit. There is his bumper that he lost a corner away. Chet Singh comes back around. I think this one is going to be a full course yellow, which may possibly be turned into a red. Yes, I think the fire marshal is just checking, spraying to ensure no more flames or open flames are there, but Shairaz Roshandin is out of the vehicle. That was a big flame. We're going to have to wait to see what went on with that particular incident, but I want to speculate that there was a cut of probably the brake line. As we see inside the car there, look at his suit, he's got some burns on that left arm. I think he has a burn on his arm as well. Nope, the suit should have taken that. That's why we use suits, that's why we use helmets, and Roshandin is safe and sound. Chet Singh took this Group 2 event. We turn our attention now to Group 3, where Danny Prasad, who has been basically the top dog for this division, had to start in the back because of a hand in the bag pull. Now here we look at some in-car with Danny. There he goes. Oh, he's shut out by Ravi Singh of Trinidad. Some overhead as he goes around. Singh, does he know? He runs it not close enough, and Oliver Suriname goes by, and Ramiz Mohammed is going to try something there. Danny falls back into fourth. He goes by Ramiz Mohammed for third there. Looking at the hood cam, or rather the roof cam, in-car cam, we see some reasonably smooth shifting from Prasad as he tries to run up the back of Ravi Prasad, Ravi Singh. He's not getting that there. Still driving a pretty aggressive line as Prasad, as you can see from the cameras. He's going to try to use all the straight line speed of that Miata to get past Ravi Singh of Trinidad and Tobago. As he does, yes, he's on the tail of Oliver of Suriname. As you can see, there are about 2 or 3 car lengths between the shot before. He uses all the late braking techniques possible to get up onto that Civic of Oliver. Danny Prasad down in second. He's going to go by now. Yes, he does. He floats by with that Miata. All that straight line power there, just showing exactly how quick that Miata is in this Group 3 contest. He comes around. He's already opened a bit of a gap, about 3.5 car lengths, and he begins to lose power here. That is where the car started to misfire. I was told that they had a problem all day, and that is what put him out of this race. As you can see, he's flicking the switches crazily there, trying to get it fixed, but that was the day for Danny Prasad's Miata as he pulls it into the corner and tries to disengage and get out of that car. That ended his race day. But out front, it was an easy day for Oliver Suriname. He basically ran untouched from flag to flag. Well, we thought it was over for Danny Prasad. However, his team had other ideas. The guys were immediately back into that hood, trying to get that car ready for Group 4.
We're here with the winner of the Group 3 races.
Oliver Chenlipsy from Suriname.
All right. So tell us, how do you feel?
Yeah, fine. It's a long time coming. I moved from Group 2B to 3, and this is my first win in 3, so I'm very happy.
All right. So what's it like racing on Guyanese soil?
Well, I like it because I've been coming here for 9 years now, so it's friends among each other having fun. So
how would you say are Guyanese racers compared to racers probably in Suriname?
well, in Suriname we don't have circuit racing, so I'm the only Surinamese that is competing in circuit racing, and so there's no material to compare. So.
tell me, what are your ingredients for winning? What do you do to win?
Well, you got to prepare your car and research the subjects that are relevant to racing, like gearing and setup and balance. That's the ingredient.
Mark Vera leaving his paddock. This is going to be Group 4 now. Mark Vera leaving his paddock, the number 58 RX8. Christian Jeffrey as well, taking some last minute tips, setting the car up as he leaves his paddock as well. And Bishop Quissot, I see him coming back into the pit. I don't think he'll make this one. This is where the trouble was for him. He didn't look likely to make this Group 4 event. I'm not sure what was the problem as they go around for their warm-up laps. However, the Rains had other ideas. I can tell you that. The Rains came down with a vengeance. And the cars had to go back in. These are very powerful machines. Again, they cannot run on that track in that sort of weather. That was Group 4 being put off by the Rains. Ruby Supercan as well was in this one. After that shout, we needed some Group 1 action to dry the surface, and that's what we had. Group 1 has Hassan early jump on Daniel Duki. As they come around that first corner, you can see Hassan clearly has pulled out that gap. Daniel Duki down in second. Shamir Mohammed down in third as well. This was an interesting race to look at because Hassan actually started off that early lead. He had a big gap after the first 3 corners. You see here Shamir Mohammed trying something, but then you see Azad Hassan lose it because of the surface being wet. So he lost all of that he managed to gain in those 3 corners. Ooh, a bit of a slide there, yeah. Sherry McCann carries into the side of the Miracle Optical car. However, both were not seriously damaged as they continued this Group 1 and rookie affair. Shamir Mohammed goes by Daniel Duki for second. As Hassan still leads, still sliding all over the place with that car. Shamir Mohammed goes by as Hassan fails to keep the car intact. Shamir Mohammed leads Azad Hassan second, and Daniel Duki now down in third. Shamir Mohammed runs it wide there, very wide. Ooh, a bit of a side swipe. Ooh. Whose fault was that? We'll have to review that footage. Azad Hassan and Shamir Mohammed both losing spots because of that touch, which led to Daniel Duki taking that lead. And he had quite a comfortable lead, I must say. Almost half a back straight lead for Daniel Duki over Shamir Mohammed and Azad Hassan, respectively. Again, all those starlets slipping and sliding. Remember, out there is wet, very wet at that. So you need to be on your P's and Q's because it was not racing as usual. Ooh, into the mound, into that grass, that sand pile rather. Shereen McCann. Not sure what went wrong there. Probably no traction, but she was out of this Group 1 affair. Daniel Duki leading by a comfortable margin. This was his race easily because of that incident between Shamir Mohammed and Azad Hassan, that bit of touching, a race if you want to call it that. But again, easy win for Daniel Duki. All as it seemed for Shereen McCann. They are pulling the car out. They managed to pull the car out and get a start. So that was a very promising sign for her in the Group 1 rookie fixture. See, the guys are getting the sand out of that bumper. Andrew King had engine trouble all day. The guys worked assiduously on that car all night, the night before races, but it just did not happen.
So can you tell us if you're still going through today next?
As it looks now, I don't think we're going to make the next race. Well, the first race is the day before. I made a decision very late to try to compete. I had a medical restriction on my right leg early in the year, so I did not. This is my first race meeting. Nonetheless, we were trying just to see if I could shake myself down rather than the car. But as it turns out, the car is not going to make it. So I think my next race is going to be November, because we need some time to do a complete rebuild in the car and prepare. If we try to make Barbados in September, it means we got to be ready in 3 weeks' time. And then you get back here, and again, there's another hustle for November. So it may make more sense for me to kind of skip Barbados and try for year end.
Well, Group 3 action returned, and so did Danny Passad in this one. As you can see there, Oliver of Suriname quickly out. And look at that slide. That's a lovely slide by Oliver. You can see him trying to get away from Danny Passad. He knows the power that Mazda Miata produces. Sliding all over the place there is Oliver. Second, Sing of Trinidad and Tobago. Third, Danny Passad. He's going to try something here. Yes, he bullies his way past. He does. Very, very aggressive driving from Danny Passad. Now, a bit to the track was still wet in this one, so he couldn't push as hard as he wanted to. Down the straight they come. Oliver of Suriname had that lead, and it was being reduced by the corners. Danny Passad kept pushing that Mazda, pushing it very, very hard to catch Oliver. As they come around the corner, Passad again gaining on Oliver of Suriname. Sing of Trinidad down in third place. Passad ever so close, just not close enough during this lap. Out of the corner they come. He's looking for every inch of track that he can find to keep that car stable. As Danny Passad, as he chases Oliver of Suriname, 4 laps down. He's still pushing, and he's continuing to push. He's caught him. He's about a car length and a half away down the straight they come. Passad is using everything of that Miata, all the straight line power that 480 produces down the straight. He's going to try the slingshot. Yes, he gets it. Yes, he does, and runs it a bit wide, but still manages to hold it. Does Passad as he goes into turn 2, and he pushes it a bit wide up into the sand. A little bit of suspension there showing itself, and Passad fell back to second in that one because of that error. However, it was not a distant second. It was like a 2-car gap between Oliver of Suriname and Passad. And here he tries again, and he goes over the bump, no traction, spins out, pushing way too hard. Danny Passad, and paid the price there for a minor error.
what can you tell us about the races so far today?
Well, it was we didn't have, first of all, the subscription in Group 2 is very poor today. I think it was only 5 cars. First race, we popped the axle on the start. Well, we replaced it for the second race, but there's no they didn't have another Group 2 event. So I just went in the Group 3 and ran.
So how are you enjoying today's events, or is it less than favorable for you?
Disappointing because we have no, we don't have a group really to run in. So we didn't really get to test the car among the other competitors. But I mean, I think we're a little underpowered now with the Ford and the Hondas. The technology has stepped up, and we need to look at, if we're staying in the Group 2, we need to come at a plan B, or look at developing a car again for Group 3 or something. But we're just having some fun in the meantime.
Can you tell us anything about how you're shaping up for the meet in November?
Well, we were using this race meet as a test bench, but really and truly, we really didn't get to test the car much among the other competitors because of the issue and then the low subscription. So we got to use the time between now and November to, do some more testing for November.
Wet weather returned, and again we needed the Group 1s to drive the track out. We brought them out onto the line. This was going to be another interesting race. Group 1 and the rookie class by far had the largest competition. Azad Hassan there again out front. Daniel Duki is second. Nazim Ghafoor third for that one. Again, the track was very, very wet, so everyone had to be on their P's and Q's. This was an interesting race, I must say. Azad Hassan way out front there. Daniel Duki second. Nazim Ghafoor third. And Shamir Mohammed fourth. As you can see, the sprays from the tires are still pretty fresh for this one. So again, people had to be on. Azad Hassan spinning out there, turning a little too early for that curb as Daniel Duki went by for first. Shamir Mohammed took second. Hassan falls back into third. Nazim Ghafoor is going to try to get that third place. He's in fourth. And get it? Yes, he looks like he does. Yes, does Nazim Ghafoor go by for third. Again, Daniel Duki came under a lot of pressure from Shamir Mohammed in this Group 1 affair. This was probably one of the more interesting races of the day. It was very, very competitive. As Shamir Mohammed went by Daniel Duki there. McCann there in the photo, in the video, leading the Jumbo Jet Auto Sales car in the Group 1 fixture. Over by a mile, Daniel Duki taking the checkered flag for this Group 1 affair.
Never had it. Oh, no, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah.
Christian Jeffrey, so tell me, what are your expectations for your upcoming races?
Well, today is more a test day for us more than anything. It's prep work for the next GMR&SC event, which is in Barbados. We had some difficulties in Trinidad when we were there, so we're hoping to minimize most of the problems we had, get the car reliable. Today can be a good day. As many laps as possible. They actually extended the race to 15 laps for the first time, so it's all about knowing what the car can do all the way to the end, learning to manage the car, the fuel, and tires. So
basically, today is just an entire test run for you for the more bigger races later on.
Exactly, but at the same time,
it's all about the competition, right?
When you put that helmet on, you're going out to race, right? So it should be good.
So what are some of the emotions, some of the feelings that go through every time you're behind the wheel?
Generally it's the same thing. I mean, I've been racing for so long now that I got the experience. I just have a little ritual that I go over just before races. Mentally, I just try to visualize the track, go through it corner by corner, and see where I think I can make up time. There are a few corners that you're never perfect on a track. Every time you go there, you learn something new. So conditions today are a lot different. So hopefully the weather stays the same and see what we can do.
Well, the rains had held up and it was time for Group 4 action. Andrew King went out onto the warm-up lap, but it just did not happen. The car wasn't working, and there was nothing the mechanics were going to do for that race. Again, they go around the warm-up lap. This was the one that the entire circuit was waiting on. The father and son battle of Christian and Kevin Jeffrey. They failed to meet on 3 previous occasions. All 3 occasions saw Kevin Jeffrey damaging his car beyond race day repair. But this one was going to be thrilling. We had Danny Passat back, Mark Webber was in the mix, and Bishop Passat down at the back. Yuki Tsuchita was also a serious contender in this Group 4 fixture. Remember, Group 4 is always a rolling start because of the power of these machines. They will not offer them a stand start. Also, rolling starts are the Caribbean Motor Racing Championships standard Group 4 rules. For a rolling start, remember, the starter has to be satisfied with the formation of the drivers. The pace car is going to pull off, and then the starter is going to drop the flag once he is satisfied, as he does there. As you can see, very, very quickly down the straight they come. Christian Jeffrey, Mark Webber, Danny Passat, Kevin Jeffrey. That was the lineup, and it was a quick lineup. Kevin trying something there on Danny Passat, locking that car up to avoid ramming into Mark Webber. Bishop Passat blowing up there. I'm not sure what went wrong, but that was a lot of smoke as he pulls on the inside line. Out front, it was Christian Jeffrey, Mark Webber, Kevin Jeffrey, who had gone by Danny Passat, who was still trying with that Mazda Miata to hold on to Kevin Jeffrey. Now here's where the fun started. It was Christian Jeffrey, Mark Webber, and his father, Kevin Jeffrey. Mark Webber was about to be sandwiched by the evolutions of Top Power Racing, and he was holding up that pressure pretty well as he continued to apply pressure of his own on Christian Jeffrey there. As you can see, very, very close into that shaping S. Around the cup, the gooseneck they come. Mark Webber is still very, very close. As you can see, his corner speed is very, very high in that RX-8. Ruby Sujitan in the middle of the track, not sure what he was doing there, but he might have caused a passing trouble for Kevin Jeffrey, who was trying to get by Mark Webber there. He had to go back in. Nonetheless, Group 4 was still very, very hot. Danny Passat not far off the path for this Group 4 fixture. Ruby Sujitan spinning out there, still putting it back together. As they come, Kevin Jeffrey is going to try to use all the straight line power of that evolution, and look at that blow by. That is what you get with that evolution. Straight line speed galore. By this time, Christian Jeffrey had managed a comfortable lead. His father Kevin was going to try to catch him, try to reel him in. Yes, it was working out a bit for Kevin Jeffrey, who had managed to pull in his son. As you see there, Rupi Sujitan and Bishop Passat parked one behind the other. Christian Jeffrey led comfortably. His father Kevin had the chance to catch him in this Group 4. Mark Webber down in 3rd, and Danny Passat 4th. All in all, it was a flag-to-flag performance for Christian Jeffrey in his first Group 4 fixture. go in car with Christian on the top right hand corner. We can see him using that sequential gearbox, dropping those gears, coming down the straight into the first corner. Look at his body language, very, very smooth, very, very quick. That's what youth gives you, agility and a very, very aggressive driving style by Christian Jeffrey. Very cool guy off track, but when it comes to on track, he is very, very aggressive.
Was a mixed race. The car suspension, the car wasn't hooking up at all. Engine wise it's good, it's pulling good, but I couldn't get the power to the ground, and I end up behind Mark a nice little couple laps trying to get past him, and then by the time I got past him I think my tires went off. But other than that, the car was okay.
Okay, so there were a few hiccups.
Still had, yeah, we had a few hiccups, but overall it was good.
Okay, alright. So tell me, what's it like competing with your son?
It was good actually. The first couple laps was good. Tried to pull him in a little bit, and then I realized that I couldn't pass, and just saved the motor.
Or do you just give him a little edge because he's your son?
No, definitely not. We definitely racing to win, but the car wasn't responding the way it normally does. But I think there's more the suspension. The engine is running good.
So tell us, what can we expect in these coming races?
Yeah, well, no, we're gonna do some adjustments to see if we can pick up the little difference in lap time, get it hooked up a little better, and next race is going to be another race.
Of course, no race day is complete without Superbikes. We had the A and B class out there. Joel Nevlet assuming an early lead in that one. Steven Vera second, Matthew Vera on his brand new Daytona bike. Matthew Vera on his Daytona 675. Matthew Vera on his Triumph Daytona 675 was obviously a talking point before this Superbike class, and as you can see, he was all over the back of Steven Vera, his elder cousin, as he comes down the straight. Yes, he does, and he blows by. Joel GM Nevlet pulls out. I think that was some braking problem, but Matthew Vera easily dominant in this Superbike class.
Actually, gap open up on each. Matthew
Opening a gap is Matthew Vera. reaction was back, and there they go. Oliver of Suriname easily out front. Ravi Singh of Trinidad second. Look at that slide. A bit of a jimmy slide. Singh of Trinidad second. Oliver ran practically trouble-free. Ramiz Mohammed now moved up into second there. Oliver ran practically trouble-free through the entire day. Ryan Rahman, Chet Singh, all in this group 2 and 3 mixture.
Last this group 3 event. Ramiz Mohammed second. Ramiz Singh of Trinidad and Tobago.
Ramiz Mohammed there in second with that starlet. Ramiz Singh of Trinidad and Tobago third. Ryan Rahman sliding that forward escort nicely there, as escorts are supposed to be slid. Again, Ramiz Mohammed coming under some heavy pressure from Ravi Singh of Trinidad and Tobago. Those two are engaged in a battle at Black Mazda Miata, being piloted by Danny Prasad. Most people switch engines or turbos. He switched the whole car, came back out in this Group 2, Group 3 fixture. Oliver led comfortably, however, as Ravi Singh and Ramiz Mohammed had a battle for the second spot.
The battle for first place in Group 2 is between Chet Singh and Chet Singh is trying to get past Ryan Rahman for the Group 2 lead. Doesn't seem out front, it's smooth sailing for Oliver Suriname, very, very smooth sailing for him. He is leading. Yep, it's his 3 and 3, a perfect race for Oliver, a perfect day. Very, very good driving. He comes all the way from Suriname. All the way from Suriname, Oliver comes, and he has dominated in Group 3 today. 3 from 3 warriors. Ryan Rahman takes Group 2.
Again, we needed the rookies, and they were right there on call. Shamir Mohammed out front early, Daniel Duki second, Nazim Ghafoor third. This one, again, like the previous Group 1 encounters, was very, 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 very interesting. It featured its usual bunch of cars. The usual bunch of cars out there putting down the stuff that they need to entertain the fans at South Dakota. Shamir Mohammed was coming under some heavy pressure from Daniel Duki. I can tell you it must not have been easy in Shamir Mohammed's place, because Daniel Duki can really drive and that car is particularly quick. Coming down the straight, they were very, very close. Daniel Duki and Shamir Mohammed, as he tries to go by. Daniel Duki does get by there. Very nice move by Duki on the experienced Shamir Mohammed. Shamir's going to try something there. Nope. Duki closes that door, and that is just a thought by Shamir Mohammed. Nazim Ghafoor keeping up with the pack there, holding on to his third place.
want me to check with Rufin and Mark, tell them if they don't race, they got no more.
All in all, though, this Group 1 rookie fixture came down to Daniel Ducky, showing his driving skill and his class on the track to comfortably take this win.
Alright, so you can tell us what was it like in your first season?
The race was exciting. We had a lot of fun.
Did you have any difficulties during the race or anything notable?
No problem. No.
Alright, can you tell us what are your plans for the races in November?
Yeah, I plan to come back for the November meet and hope to do better.
So, what do you have any strategies, any plans in place to bring home a gold in November?
Yes, I hope so. Now the car is working very well, and I hope to do well in November.
Yeah, my name is GMR&SC, and today is the first race for me, and was very good and excited, and the car worked very good. But the first race was good. The other two races. By the rain was falling, we couldn't ever put on enough power. Yeah, you understand. But the car worked very good. And I learned something new too when the rain fall, how for driving in the wet. I would like to say thanks to Shiraz Roshanin for his help to us. Yeah.
Alright, so what are some of your strategies you have in place for the upcoming races in November?
Well, we will do some fine work to the car and try to come and do better on November. Yeah.
Alright, so you have high hopes for November?
Yes. We will be here.
The Superbikes were back again, 5 bikes on track. Early shootout there for Stephen Vera, who took that lead early. Matthew Vera second, Joel J.M. Nevlet down in third. You can see Matthew Vera trying to exert his early dominance on the race, but Stephen Vera managing to holding off for a few laps. Down the straight they come. Matthew Vera was obviously filled with confidence having that new bike, as he looked to be well in control of that Triumph Daytona.
Up front, Stephen Vera leads. Matthew Vera second.
As they barrel down the straight, you can see the bikes almost equally matched in power. Just down the straight, out of the corner. Stephen Vera is leading Matthew Vera and Joel GM Neblin.
Matthew Vera's going to try something here on Stephen Vera. And he goes wide of Matthew Vera. He still leads this Superbike race.
What man was the most plus fall? Why was fall?
Matthew's going to try something. Still a nice tight spot. The top three, Stephen Vera, Matthew Vera, Carlos Rodriguez.
Matthew Vera there pulling out on his cousin Stephen and going by. As I told you earlier, Matthew was quite confident of what he was doing on race day. He seemed to know that like at the back of his hand. And he was obviously one of the better riders out there on race day. He's very young, he's very talented, he has a lot of exuberance, a lot of racing aggression. He channels that aggression well, as you can see by his riding style. Does Matthew Vera. He exerted an early, or rather a late lead on the race. He almost had a corner and a half over his competitor Stephen Vera there second. Carlos Rodriguez down in third, and Joel GM Neblin fourth. And that was a wrap on Superbike action. Matthew Vera dominating the day there. Him and that Triumph Daytona 675 machine clearly dominating the action.
I was confident, but I was a little bit fearful about the competition because my cousin Stephen and my close rival Carlos were right up on me. GM2, we had a great weekend. It was a little doubtful at first because it's a brand new bike and we still have to set up, but I'm confident for the next meeting, and I'd like to thank my dad especially for giving me the opportunity to ride and teaching me to ride.
Starter was happy with the formations. He dropped the flag and it was a shootout to the first corner. Christian getting there first. His father Kevin had to hold off from slamming into the side as they come down that little straight to the second turn. Again another shootout. Kevin obviously not having enough tires for this battle, but still trying nonetheless. You can see not much grip there. He had to lock up twice, so that may have cost him a lot on that rubber, but they were still going at it. And Christian was obviously pulling away from his father, Kevin. Hands down, it was an easy day for Christian Jeffrey. He won both of the Group 4 races and had a very, very good warm-up for the Caribbean Championships, third leg in Barbados.